welcome back to my channel. I'm Nikita if you're new here, and today I'm going to be showing you the culmination of 3 months of thrifting here in Stockholm. Until now, I was never really into secondhand shopping. Back home in the UK, charity shops are just for people looking for regular clothes to wear day to day, and not really for 20-something art students looking for that one special vintage piece. Here in Stockholm, I would say the most popular place in the city to go thrifting is in Södermalm. This is an island in the south part of the city centre, and it's a very trendy area. It probably has about like 20 different vintage thrift secondhand shops. But obviously, since it's in like a very trendy, a little bit expensive area, it can be a little hard to find a really good deal. However, just this past week, I did venture out into the suburbs to see if I could get some better deals, dare I say steals, but not literally steals. Come on guys. If you're not into thrifting in Stockholm, the clothing options are a little bit sparse. It's basically just H&M and that's it. We do also have other stores like And Other Stories and Weekday, but once you inspect a little closer, you do realize that that is just H&M disguised as different stores. So far I've only visited chain style secondhand stores. Here in Stockholm, these are Red Cross, which we have in the UK, a store called Myrona, and also Stockholm's Stadmission. So yeah, after 3 months of thrift shopping, I'm mentally doing great. Financially, surprisingly actually, also pretty good. So I'm gonna start with some of the stores I visited in Södermalm, starting with this beautiful vintage dress. I got this dress in a Stockholms Stadmission in Södermalm. When I saw it, I literally fell in love with it. And then when I tried it on, I fell in love with it just like even more. It totally reminded me of something Phoebe from Friends would wear. I'm really into preppy clothes, so I like how the top part looks like a waistcoat. I love how the buttons go all the way down. I think it looks so elegant. And then in the back, it also has this detail to tighten the waist. One thing is that it is a little bit loose, like up here around the bust area on me, but it's fine. I'm sure my mom knows how to fix that. This dress cost 160 crown. Yes. Here in Sweden, we pay for things with the Swedish krona. I will say in Swedish crown how much everything is, but I'll put on the screen, probably in euros. I think that's something that most people understand. But yeah, this dress is 160 crown, which I think for a vintage dress, this is quite a good price. But yeah, it's definitely not equivalent to like a British charity shop. But I just love this dress so much, I probably would have paid more anyway. Next, I got a couple things from Red Cross. I think if you do go shopping in Södermalm, Red Cross is definitely where you're gonna get the best deals. So obviously you can tell, I kind of like this style of sweater. I love this kind of like light knit sweater that you can just wear as a top. I found this in Red Cross for 25 crown. Well, it was originally 50 crown, and then when I went to the till, all my items were half price and it was only 25 crown. The next thing I got from Red Cross is this white void of fabric, which is what it looks like when I'm holding it up. I liked so many things about this shirt when I first saw it. The little collar, the tie detail, the buttons, poofy sleeve, and the button detail on the actual sleeve. Really sounding like I'm super into sleeves right now. It's also just emulating like medieval, Princess Bride, Pirates of the Caribbean. So yeah, I'm really happy with my little peasant girl style shirt. So the last thing I got, I'm gonna be honest, it's a little bit random. I felt like this is a bit of a different piece that I don't really have anything like, and I could already think of a couple different ways I would like to wear it. So it was a bit of a green light go, in the words of Taylor Swift, moment for me. And the price of this was also 25 crown. Next, I went to the store Myrona. Okay, I'm actually very self-conscious that I am mispronouncing the name of this store. How does a Swedish person say it? Myrona. I got this blazer. You need to be careful in thrift stores. There is a lot of marked up H&M in thrift stores, and so when I was going through the blazer section, I was picking out blazers that I thought were really cool and then looking at the label and seeing they're just from H&M. But yeah, I'm really into like opening up the jacket, Googling the brand to see if it's like an expensive or a good quality brand. Also looking at the labels to see what materials the clothes are made of. But I wanted to try and find a bit more of like a vintage blazer. I think modern blazers tend to be like a little bit more cropped and kind of taper in at the waist, but I wanted a bit more of like a straight up and down, more like masculine style blazer. So I found this one. It's got shoulder pads in it, a little bit spicy. But yeah, this has really come in clutch, and I even have an interview this week, so I'll definitely be wearing this to the interview. Okay, now, oh gosh, I need to hurry up. It is literally 2:30 and the sun is already setting. So yeah, I got this leather jacket at a store called Secondhand Humana. This was definitely not a good move on my part. I really do like the jacket. I just googled the brand though when I was in the store, and it said that this brand makes genuine leather jackets, but I've just noticed in here there is a little label. It says 100% viscose, but that's okay. I would rather pet cows than wear them, so I didn't want a leather jacket anyway. And you know, I'm not 100% okay with the fact I paid 300 crown for this jacket, but I'm just gonna have to be at peace with it. So moving on, I did head to some thrift shops that were a little bit further out in Kurva. I literally don't know how to say anything. You know, it is so embarrassing just existing here sometimes, because when I'm out and people come up to me and they speak to me in Swedish, I have to, number one, tell them that I don't speak Swedish, which obviously is very embarrassing. I'm in Sweden. And number two, whatever they ask me, I obviously don't know the answer. Like, I don't have any information that I can give them. And so it's just like I've told someone I don't speak Swedish and given them no helpful information. I went to this place, Myrona. Okay, I feel like I'm saying a little bit Dutch now. But out in the suburbs, I found this beautiful dress. I love the little double strap detail on the dress and the high, like, straight across neckline. I feel like the length does cut a little bit weird on my legs, so I might have to make it a bit shorter. It also has a slit only on one side, and it's actually like on the side of the dress, not like in the front to the side. And I just find it weird that it's only on one side, so I might try and add a slit on the other side as well if I ever do shorten it. And this cost 99 crown. And then I found this Levi's jacket for 120 crown, which I thought was a pretty good deal. It fits me really well, apart from the sleeves are a tiny bit long, so I might just like fold them over and do a couple stitches just so that my hand is not like encased in sleeve. And the last two things I got were these t-shirts. The first one, like, I'm gonna be honest, I mostly just got it because it looked so good with the green sweater I was already wearing that day, and it cost 25 crown. And this t-shirt says Wash Your Hands Club, which in this climate is always a good message to be spreading. So yeah, another ginormous t-shirt to add to my ginormous t-shirt collection of free t-shirts I've gotten from careers fairs. So the final store I went to was another Stockholms Stadmission. This was one of those stores where you dig through the bins. Make sure you bring your gloves, because although you can't feel the quality of the clothes in your hands, you just don't want to be like diving into these like huge piles of clothes. Like, God forbid you contact something that's moist. So yeah, I will be thoroughly washing this clothing before I try it on for the try-on sections. The first thing I saw was this beautiful like vintage floral print. So I pulled it out and found this beautiful skirt. The skirt is actually from New Look, but it has the like old vintage New Look label that some of my mum's clothes have. And so I was really excited to find this. The skirt is obviously a little bit big for me, but since it had this tie detail, I was feeling good. Feeling happy to buy it. The next thing I got is this red cable knit sweater from Hampton Republic. I just realized I'm holding up a red sweater while I wear a slightly different red sweater. But anyway, after searching the surface area of this sweater for 10 minutes, checking if there were any holes, I did not find any. The next t-shirt I found is this kind of funny Baywatch t-shirt. The thing that I thought was really funny about this was that it says on the back, "What goes on Magaluf stays on Magaluf," which doesn't really make sense in English. I guess it was probably just mistranslated from Spanish. But yeah, now I have this Baywatch t-shirt if I ever feel like dressing up as Baywatch characters on Halloween, but I don't really feel the need to overly sexualize myself, so probably won't ever be doing that. The next thing I got, I was definitely being a bit of a brand hoe when I was digging through the piles and I randomly saw this Ralph Lauren logo. Yeah, I think I could definitely wear this with like white trousers or a white skirt for just like a tennis chic look. Next, I found this belt. As I'm holding it up, you can probably tell it's quite small. It's definitely a children's belt, I hope, because I have a 27-inch waist and I have to wear this on the largest size. But the thing I really liked about this belt was the like line detail that goes across the whole belt. I just thought it was really edgy and fun. And this is the only thing that I didn't have to dig through the piles to find. It was hung up, and I was just surprised at like how new it felt and looked. It doesn't have a label in it, but it's just a brown knit dress that I could see myself literally wearing the next day. It's just a whole outfit in one, and it's very warm, so yeah.
I was just happy to find that.
The last thing is definitely a bit of a statement piece. I don't really know how to explain why I got this. It is a shirt with a Frida Kahlo's face on it. Yeah. And all of this stuff together was weighed and it cost me 75 crowns. Yes, you heard me correctly. All of that cost me 75 crowns. Anyway, on that note, that's all from me this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye.